Welcome to 30-Second Chances, where we ask deep, inquisitive questions and give you far too little time to formulate thoughtful, reflective answers. My guest today is Michelle Moog-Koussa, Executive Director of the Bob Moog Foundation. Hi, Michelle. How are you?
Good, Daniel. How are you doing?
I'm very well, thank you. Okay, you know the drill. Are you ready? 30 seconds on the clock, and then on to the next question. Question number 1. What have you been working on during the shutdown to pivot and adapt the foundation to a new reality?
Well, we are just coming to the end of producing a whole line of online events called Momentum in Place. That has been quite an undertaking. We've putting on 6 events in the month of May. I've also been working on several grant applications and kind of financial assistance type applications. And I've been actually taking a workshop on a master class on how
Question number 2. What do you think recovery is going to look like for the music and live sound industry?
It's a little hard to imagine because I think it's going to be a lot different and it's going to take a long time to get wherever it's going at this point. But it's going to be, I think, a lot more of online and then a lot more live music where people are somehow far apart. I don't know how they're going to manage that, but it'll be an interesting evolution.
Question number 3. What would 15-year-old you be the most and the least impressed with about you now?
Is this a therapy session, actually? I hardly remember that girl. But I think
I've seen pictures of her.
She did exist. It's true. I was once 15. I think she'd be most impressed with the steadfast commitment to my work. And I think she'd be ironically least impressed with my lack of work and life balance.
Next question. If you could wake up tomorrow with a sudden mastery of any skill, what would it be?
Playing a modular synthesizer. For reasons I shouldn't need to explain.
Really? Do you have anything to do with those things?
Not enough. I wish I did. I wish I had more to do with actually playing them.
It's not as if you've had one around or anything like that, you know.
Well, no. Well, for the first 37 years of my life, I didn't. And actually, first 40 years of my life, I didn't. So.
Okay. If you could have one weird superpower, what would it be and why?
The ability to get through life without having to sleep.
So, Insomnia girl.
Yes, but in a good way. Where everyone else could sleep and I could just get work done and get all kinds of stuff done. It would be great.
I don't know. I think that would just drive a lot of people batshit crazy if you were always awake and puttering around, wouldn't it?
I can putter around quietly.
Ah, well, that's the other superpower then. Quiet insomnia girl.
Yes.
Okay, well, that concludes our brief session. Thank you so much for joining us today. It's been a pleasure having you.
It's been fun to be here. I'm not a fan of the buzzer.